I've got a new light this week. Off. On. Off. On. Off. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty cool. You know, when you ask people sometimes if they could recommend one book, this is one person's book. Does seem to be pretty good so far, so we're going to be doing some tweaks to our website on the basis of reading this just to see how it works. So if anyone was to ask me what my own recommendation was, it's actually this book here. It's Profit First. It's not all about making tons of money. It just teaches you to put profit first. For me as a new business owner, you know, I know we're 8 years in. I hadn't had a clue how to manage money. You know, we were doing everything from one bank account, and it worked well for us. But someone put me onto this Profit First book, and it has been a complete revelation into the way we manage our money here. And someone said to me, "Oh, that's a brilliant book. You know, if you're really bad at managing your finances." And I disagree with that. You know, we weren't bad at with our finances, but this was just another level. Check it out. It is Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Check it out. So this one, I just wanted to wrap up a couple of comments I had on the earlier cybersecurity videos. And yeah, we'll just crack through them. So these came from one of our first videos we made about cybersecurity. And question number 1. For me, I am most concerned about how to get the good practices embedded at all levels of your organisation. I do most of the things on the list, but I always worry that all it would take is someone accidentally opening the wrong email. So the best way to achieve this is really to follow all of the steps on there. So yes, you're right, all it takes is someone to open the wrong email or open the wrong attachment, but the only way you can really get this and really get it embedded in your company is things like the regular training. So we're starting to roll out service to our customers where it will regularly test them. It will send them fake phishing emails every week or every month, and then those that click on it can get enrolled into training, which then just skills them up a bit more, how to notice the dodgy emails, and just teaches them those things really. And really the video we did that summarised all the points, it wasn't you should be doing most of these things, it is you must be doing all of these things to be to protect yourself really. Someone is going to click on that email, someone is going to open the attachment, and they're going to do something. So you need to make sure you've got steps in place to protect against that, particularly on things like falling over to your backups. If you don't have a backup solution, if you can't roll back to last week or last month's backups, then you really have a problem. You know, if all else fails, you need to rely on those backups. So if you haven't got that in place, that's one of the key things to sort out, and one of the first things you should do really, get your backups in place. Question number 2, could you perhaps provide more information regarding phishing or ransomware emails? I know on a couple of occasions where individuals have clicked on a link, accessed documents that had viruses attached, which has then done a considerable amount of damage if it's already got past their antivirus software. So phishing emails are designed to try and capture your data. So they will look very, very real. So you might have an email from Microsoft or from UPS, and they will look exactly like a real email. So there's no real distinguishable way to see the difference. There are a few places you can look, and we'll cover them in a lot greater detail in the videos as we come up to them. But basically the important ones to look at are, if you look at where the emails come from, make sure it's spelt correctly, make sure it's like Microsoft and not Microsoft. There's simple changes like that, simple tweaks they will make to the email addresses that will trick you in to using it. There was another company we were working with that was their companylaw.com, and it was companylow.com. Things like that will just sneak past, and if you're not paying close attention to your emails, you just won't notice them. You'll be in work mode, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's another thing coming in, let's do that, and you just won't see those changes. Another quick tip is that if you hover over a link in an email, it will just pop up and tell you exactly where that link is. And even though it says it's going to ups.com, once you actually hover over it might say a completely different link of no relevance to the email at all. There's just a few things to look out for. Again, we'll cover them in the future video. And the other side of those emails are ransomware emails, and they are typically come through with attachments. So you'll open an email, you'll open the attachment, and then the user at that point won't know anything. They'll just think they've got a dodgy email, they'll just delete it and forget about it. But actually in the background on their PC, there's a small little tool on there that is scanning a network, it's trying to find your network drives, and it starts encrypting all of your data. And what it does is it leaves a small text file in its place saying your data's being hacked, it's being encrypted, you need to submit a payment of bitcoins to this bit address in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, or you will lose access to your data. And that's when it's key to come back to your backups. If that happens and you've got a backup from an hour ago, brilliant. You just wipe the drive, restore from your backup an hour ago, and you're good to go. One of the very first things to do when that happens to you, and do it as quickly as you can, as quickly as possible, is you find that PC that had it and you turn it off. Unplug it from the network, switch it off, whatever you need to do, just get it off your network. As soon as it's switched off, it can't start encrypting any more files. So once you've done that, the source of the infection's been dealt with, you can put that to one side and deal with that later. Then you just need to recover your data. So go to your backup software, restore the data onto your server, and you're good to go and you can carry on again. Please do carry on asking questions. It's the exact reason why we're doing these videos, is to try and just start a conversation. It's really what I want these videos to be about. It's not just my discussion and my experiences. It's just interesting to see what your experiences are, what your questions are out there. See if we can help out in any way, really. Hopefully that helps answer those questions this week. Any more questions, please ask. As always, please like the video if you did. Please head over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, bye-bye.